Alright, so this one could be long and tricky, but we're going to try it anyway. This is part C. It says, Connie says that the model also represents the expression 3/4 times 2/6, since it has the same product. The answer. Fill in the blanks to complete the statements to explain whether or not Connie is correct. So, let's just remind you, earlier was a picture of 3/6. We know that that is what this is a picture of. Connie here, in pink, says that she also thinks that it is a picture of 3/4 times 2/6. So what she did was she just swapped the numerators. And she can do the math and figure out that, well, the answer is the same. They have the same product. But the question here is whether or not this drawing is a picture of this. Is that true? Well, let's find out. First, let's pretend that drawing's not even there. Alright? If you were going to make a drawing of 3/4 times 2/6 and a birthday cake, what would you do? You would draw a birthday cake. You would divide it into fourths one way and into sixths the other way. This is just about the same thing. But then you get to the shading part with the numerators, and that's where the trick comes in. 3 of the fourths will be shaded, so that's 1, 2, 3. And we'll darken that a little bit. And then we need to shade 2 of the sixths. That's going to be this one and this one. So right away I can see that this doesn't quite match up. When I look at the original model, I can see that this is a little square. This is a little square right there. It is a 3x2 square. It's 1/4 right there. But here it's offset, right? And then there's this little strip here that's separate, and it's not exactly the same picture. What I'm going to do is take a look at the model and prove it to you. If this were 3/4 times 2/6, here are the fourths, there would be 3 of them colored, and there are not. And if this were a model of 2/6, there would be 2/6 of them colored, and there are not. There are 3 of them. So the models don't match. And that's what you're being asked to realize looking at this question. So let's go through the blanks. Fill in the blank to complete the statement to explain whether or not Connie is correct. 3/4 times 2/6 equals. Well, we know what that equals. We know that that equals 6/24. That's not really the hard part of this question. And it says which blank equal to the area. They want you to put either is or is not. In this case, it says it is, which is equal to the area of the dart. It's the same amount. It's the same amount of squares. There's 6 of them here, and there's 6 of them here. So you're letting the sheet know that you understand that that is true. But for this model to represent the expression 3/4 times 2/6, the columns are in fourths, so that would be 3 columns should be shaded, and 2 rows should be shaded. Since that's not what this is a picture of, Connie is not correct. So with those words, you can use them to fill in the blanks on part C. And this has been about the scribbliest video that I've made, so I hope it has helped.